guys, I can only say so much about this, but skills training is awesome. Learning new stuff is fun. Once you do a deadlift, once you hit your new PB deadlift, you got one option, like lift heavier. That's your next milestone. Yo, what's going on, guys? Rhys here from More Than Lifting with the More Than Lifting podcast. Conversations about calisthenics, bodyweight training, gymnastico, all that good stuff. I'm Rhys, a personal trainer from the UK and founder of MoreThanLifting.com. And in this episode of the podcast, we're going to be talking about why skill training is awesome. Alright, I love learning new tricks. Alright, and I really want to encourage you to learn new tricks as well, because that's what we're going to be talking about today. And I feel like I've got quite a persuasive argument. Alright? Basically, like, calisthenics is like a game. Yeah, that's how I see it. It's like you're working to like level up all your skills, you're learning new shit. And it's a game rather than like a chore. And that's really important. Yeah, because I used to do loads of weight training, and at first, it was fun, it was like engaging, and after a while it's like, I can't really be fucked. Do you know what I mean? Go and do the same thing, the same reps, the same stuff, okay? And yeah, there is that element to calisthenics, especially at the beginning when you're trying to just build that base level of strength, you know, that foundation, the foundation workout. Go morethanlifting.com/foundation, I think, for that. I think that's the short, easy link. So calisthenics is a game. Like, it's this game where you learn, you level up, like a role-playing game or something. What's that dude? Nerd Fitness, isn't it? Yeah. I can't remember that guy's name. He likens fitness to a role-playing game, but I think it's especially relevant to calisthenics and gymnastics kind of based skills training, because you're not just learning the same stuff all the time, you're learning new stuff, skills. Stuff you could argue is like applicable to real life, but like, where is a back lever actually? That is not so much, is it? But there are bonus elements to this, like just having this skill development kind of mindset. Okay? Because learning skills is fun. Yeah, learning skills is fun. Speaking of learning skills is fun, right? So, as you know already, because I told you like twice, I'm in Bulgaria at the minute. Well, not as of recording, but I will be in Bulgaria right now. But recently, while at my where I do my coaching classes in Reigate at the My Body Rocks pole fitness studio, definitely go check it out if you're in the area, by the way. But we've had some new milestones, some really good ones as well, I'm quite proud of. So we got this guy, Ray, who comes down every now and then for the handstand class. And he usually comes like once a fortnight, I think, more or less. And basically, he's just done his first handstand, like freestanding. Right, and Ray's like, he's like middle-aged, you know, like maybe like 54, maybe something like that, I think 54. Sorry, Ray, if you listen to this and I've just butchered it for you. He's just learned to do freestanding like a handstand. Now he can't quite kick up and just hold himself and just pin it. Yeah, but he's been working so hard. He had lots of things to work on. Yeah, because he'd never done handstands before. His shoulder positioning and mobility was quite bad, but he's done all the steps, he's done all his homework, he's been working on his mobility. His form now is fucking amazing. Like, this guy, once he gets the kicking up bit and stopping, once he just nails that, like, he's ready to just stay in a handstand for a while. And that's so exciting, because like, I thought it was going to take longer. Genuinely thought it was going to take quite a while, but it hasn't. It's taken him maybe 6 sessions. Like, 6 sessions. Okay, so that's like 12 weeks. But that's only 6 hours of like coaching, handstand coaching. So that's pretty bloody good, especially like without having to do all the shoulder work, the wrist work, you know, the work on his form and technique and positioning and everything. Like, there's so much that goes into a handstand that a lot of people don't really appreciate. And it's the reason a lot of people do pretty bad handstands most of the time as well. But Ray, fucking well done, man. Like, I'm proud of you, you old bastard. You've done fucking good. Like, and yeah, I'm really impressed, mate. So if you are listening to this, like, thumbs up, well done, because like, that is awesome. And like, Ray, actually, this kind of shows that I've told you about my introduction to calisthenics before and kind of how I got started with like gymnastics and stuff. But you might argue that, oh yeah, I was 23 or 24, whatever, like something like that. And you're like, oh yeah, you're still really young, even though I felt like old then. Like, you're still really young and blah, blah, blah. And it took me a lot of work. You know, it took me a lot of time to get to do this stuff. And I've told you about that. But Ray, he's the opposite end of the spectrum. Like, he's never done anything like this, like, in his entire life. B, like, he's not a particularly, like, strong guy. He's not massive, like, big, like, lots of weight training or anything. Like, he looks more like a runner. You know, he looks like a runner. He's that kind of build. So at his age, that's impressive, yeah, to learn to do a handstand. To improve your mobility that much, like, that is just as impressive, if not more, because that's generally, like, a very difficult thing to do, that part of your life, yeah, to really work on that stuff. Generally speaking, people have very bad posture, like, bad mobility, and they're generally, like, overweight or whatever, certainly over this part of the world. But, like, Ray isn't, you know, and good on him. Like, that's impressive, man. And that shows that, like, you guys, if you're 40, you can do this. You know, if you're 30, you can do this. If you're 20, you can do this. If you're 20, you got no excuses. Well, I mean, you might have some, like, obviously, but I'm talking, like, generally speaking, you don't really have any excuses to not be able to learn this stuff. Yeah, there's no reason you can't do it. So props to you, Ray. You're going to be doing one-arm handstands before me, probably, because my wrist, yeah, actually, guys, has got a lot better, you know, but it's still not 100%. I'm nervous about, I can do some handstand stuff, but I don't like to do it long term, like for long periods of time. I don't do a lot of handstand training at the minute. I'm getting back into it, but ligaments, tendons, bones, these parts of your body take a long time to heal. Yeah, and it's not worth doing more damage to me in the long term just because I'm impatient. Yeah, and that's also an important lesson too. Anyway, enough about that shit. My skill training is awesome. Ray, well done, you rock. No more of me moaning about my life. Learning skills is fun, guys. Learning skills is fun. Ray was dancing about the room like a 5-year-old child on Christmas when he fucking done his handstands. You know, it was amazing. Achieving something that you first thought you could never do is amazing. It's good for you, like your mental state internally, your self-belief and your confidence, but also it shows your progression and your development. Yeah, if you can't do pull-ups and then you learn to do pull-ups because you put all the time and the work in, you master that pull-up, there's more than just a sense of achievement of like increasing weight on a bar there. That's a skill. Like you can take handstands, you can take your handstand anywhere around the world. When I started doing weight training, I used to do the same reps, like, not necessarily, but more or less the same stuff all the time. You know, it was monotonous, hit my 10, hit my 10, hit my 10, hit my 10, you know, and it gets pretty boring quick. And you know what? Like, I might have looked pretty good. I might have built up my body a bit, you know, worked on that physique, but I didn't really have anything to show for it, you know. I didn't really achieve much. And it became like a bit demoralizing. Not demoralizing, but you lose your motivation. Yeah, but what I found, and what a lot of people who I've spoken to have found in doing calisthenics is the complete opposite. So they've gone from not being able to do anything and thinking everything's impossible to learning to do like a crow stand and an L-sit and pull-ups and dips and leg raises even. Leg raises seem impossible when you first try them because they probably are, but especially when you first try them. And then like handstands, human flag, muscle-ups, like levers, planche stuff, all these things. Like they look difficult, and if they are difficult, you know, I'm not disputing that, but you can achieve them all, and in achieving them, you're improving your body. Yeah, but you aren't just improving your body; you're also learning skills. Yeah, so you can go like you say, like I've added 10 kilos to my maximum deadlift, my PB. Oh, well done, mate. Everyone knows what that looks like. Like that's kind of it, isn't it? But with calisthenics, I've just learned a one-arm handstand. Really? That's fucking amazing. Show me. Like, let's have a look. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can't show me your new PB deadlift out of the gym. unless you got videos of it, you know, but it just looks like you kind of stand up. That's all a deadlift is. It's like standing up, basically. And yeah, so like, what is that, you know? I'm not hating on weight training, because weight training isn't so bad. You know, I don't mind doing some weight training. I haven't done it in fucking ages, but like while I'm in Bulgaria, I'm probably going to do a little bit of weight training, because we're going to be staying at this hotel and they've got a gym, and I already kind of fancy it, like without even going there. It's just there available to me. That I kind of fancy going in there and just lifting up some stuff, picking stuff up and putting it down. But that's not how I train, you know, because I like learning stuff. I like achieving things. I like hitting new levels of stuff. Like, what's that? The School of Calisthenics, right? The School of Calisthenics. If you don't know the School of Calisthenics, they're a website based in the UK over here, who and they basically teach stuff like me. Like, they teach people to do loads of crazy stuff. Their tagline's redefine your impossible, and that's really what it is. Like, that's a great tagline. If you listen to this and you're a part of the School of Calisthenics, like, fucking thumbs up to you guys, because you rock. Yeah, legends. And rugby boys as well, like me, so fucking thumbs up to that too. But yeah, and that's it. Like, that tagline really sums it up. Redefine your impossible. A handstand is a perfect example. Most people are like, oh, I can never do a handstand. Like, everyone can learn to do a handstand. It's just standing upside down. Like, it's difficult, okay, and it takes time, but anyone who wants to can learn to do a handstand. Yeah, so that is an achievement. That is a skill you have achieved. And you know what? You can take that skill and do loads of other skills from it. You can then progress on. Once you do a deadlift, once you hit your new PB deadlift, you got one option, like lift heavier. That's your next milestone. But you learn to handstand, your next skill could be handstand press, or press to handstand, sorry, depending on whether you're me or not. Then, like, it could be like a crow, like press to handstand. It could be handstand push-ups. It could be one arm handstand. You know, you got options, you got multiple different paths you can choose from. Like, which way do you want to go? Which path would you like to choose? Choose your own adventure. You know, which skill do you want to acquire next? And you know what? It doesn't stop. You don't like learn all the skills. You just keep learning new skills. There are skills forever, ad infinitum. You know, you're not going to run out of skills. You might even end up inventing new ones. That'd be pretty cool, wouldn't it? All right. So you can unlock skills. Yeah, this is real life progress. It's not just gym progress, like a deadlift. This is real life progress, because it's something that you can take with you. It's something that you notice, like, actually change. I don't really know what I'm saying here. This is real life progress. It's not just gym progress. Your deadlift, that's just gym progress. Yeah, that's all it is. And at some point, it's a bit like, what's the point? You know, what am I doing? You know, and unless you're a bodybuilder or like you're like an Olympic lifter, like, you don't need to put yourself through that. And there's, like, fair enough if you are. Like, I'm not like hated on you guys. Like, you got your own discipline, you know, your own art, and I respect that. But for most people, like, most people get caught in that kind of bodybuilding idea of training because that's what is available. The gym, Arnold Schwarzenegger popularized, and other people, you know, and there's not anything on him. Like, helped half the world get fit, so good on you, you know. But that's not it. That's not the only way you can train. And learning skills like yoga a lot is popular because you learn skills doing that as well. You know, loads of the yoga community do like handstand inversion stuff, they call it, don't they? And things like that. It's, this skill acquisition and skill development is better for your mind and your body. You actually learn stuff, you learn to control yourself, you develop the connection between your mind and your body, your neuromuscular connection, and it takes it just takes you to just a whole new operating level in terms of physical performance. Yeah, and it really is amazing. Like, skill training is the best. All right, unlocking new skills. You learn one thing and then you got 5 more things you can learn off the back of that. And that's what it is. It's learning. It's not just training. It's learning skills. It's developing skills and unlocking new skills. And like I've already said, it's never ending. All right, so you're not going to run out of stuff to do. You're not going to, you know, you might get to a certain level in your life. It's not like you're going to necessarily learn all the skills. But, you know, that's just a challenge, really, isn't it? That's just a challenge. Oh, yeah. So, guys, I can only say so much about this, but skills training is awesome. Learning new stuff is fun. Yeah, developing stuff is awesome. And you don't really have this option in the gym. And that's just it. All right, guys. So do more skill training. Yeah, don't need to be with me or anything like that. Just do more skills, learn more skills, find more stuff you can learn, you can develop yourself with, because it will help you later on in life. Absolutely. All right, guys, that's it. A bit of a rambly one. Sorry about that. It's just a bit about like my training philosophy, really. If you like what you heard, as always, give us a like, rating, and honest 5-star rating and review. Wink, wink, and subscribe. Share us with your mates and training partners. And if you've got any questions or comments, reach out to me at More Than Lifting everywhere, or best place is just a DM on Instagram. We can have a chat. As I said, go over to morethanlifting.com, join the beta crew if you haven't already, and I will catch you in the next episode in a couple of days. As always, keep in touch with yourself, and I will see you then.